In other news, the Democratic Party has shut down the government. Yes, we woke up this morning. We had passed the deadline to fund the government, and now the government is in a complete shutdown. This has been done by the Democratic Party and their glorious leader, Senator Chuck Schumer, who has been doing this since the time of the dinosaurs. He was a good friend with the characters from Land Before Time. That's how long he's been around. This party, the party that has the effrontery to call itself the Democratic Party, the effrontery to call itself the Democratic Party, they've shut down the government. Why? Well, what's coming from the right, sort of the narrative that's coming from the right, is that they want to give, medical aid to illegal immigrants and healthcare benefits to illegal immigrants. And what happened was the Republicans tried to pass a clean CR, continuing resolution. That's what CR stands for, is continuing resolution. It's clean CR. It just, continues, let the government continue spending and working how it is right now while we continue discussion. I think the new deadline was November 12th. If I'm not mistaken, November 12th would have been the new deadline for the before the government was shut down, and so that they could work together to pass a spending bill. And we have again failed to do that. We couldn't even get a clean CR passed. We got it past the House. The President of the United States is waiting to sign it, but the Democrats are filibustering it. The Democrats, it's so interesting, the Democrats are using the very thing that they tried to eliminate 4 years ago, that being the filibuster. You remember 4 years ago, they were like, no. We have to get rid of the filibuster. Very undemocratic thing to do, by the way. Get rid of the filibuster. They tried to get rid of the filibuster 4 years ago, and now they're using it to stall and to shut down the government. So they're filibustering this. We need 60 to break the filibuster. And we have Democrats who are willing to work with us, namely Senator John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania, the good gentleman from Pennsylvania. But Chuck Schumer is threatening his Democratic colleagues, trying to keep them in line because he's afraid of losing his seat. So the narrative that's coming from the Republican side, I think it's partially true, partially not. And I'm going to get into why here in a second. The narrative coming from the Republican Party is they want to give healthcare benefits to illegal immigrants, which is true. That's what they want to do. That's what they'd like to do. And then the narrative coming from the Democrats is they want Obamacare subsidies. They want their Obamacare benefits subsidized. Obama's back, ladies and gentlemen. It's about Obamacare. It's about healthcare. Now, who's right, the Republicans or Democrats? Well, both are right about why this shutdown's taking place. Who's then wrong? Democrats, clearly. Here's why. I'm going to show you a poll showing the favorability of the Democratic Party at the current time. Here you go. 26% approve, 64% disapprove of the Democratic Party. There's why. You look at the polling for the Democratic Party on the issues, they are underwater in every issue that matters, which is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. We are 1 year away from a midterm election in which the party who's out of the White House always does better. They always give the party in power, the party whose president is, in the White House, they always give them a butt whooping. Every single time. But we're coming up on the midterms, and the Democrats are below water in every single issue that matters, other than an issue like maybe the made-up issue of defending democracy. We're not a democracy. We're not a democracy. Other than like that made-up issue, and here's the other one, healthcare. More people trust the Democratic Party on healthcare. So what this is political theater. They're shutting down the government of the United States of America, the government of the free world, filibustering for electability in 2026. So they can give the illusion that we're fighting. Chuck Schumer's scared of losing his seat. Say, look at us, we're fighting for healthcare, because they know that it's one of the only issues that they can win on is healthcare. Because more Americans trust them on healthcare than Republicans. Do I trust Democrats more on healthcare than Republicans? No. This should cause more distrust in Democrats because they're using the issue of healthcare to try to swing voters their way for the election. That's what's going on here. Because they know it's one of the only issues they can win on. So they're making a big deal about it. Now, I would also say, don't just keep your eyes on the left, keep your eyes on the right as well. Some Republicans seem addicted to winning, or addicted to losing, rather. And they are allergic, I suppose, to winning and addicted to losing. And they start to throw their hands up once we start winning. We own the House, the Senate. We have the White House. And that's why the Democrats are using it. Oh, it's the Republican shutdown. It's the Republican shutdown. They own three out. It's a unified government. No, the Democrats are filibustering the Senate. We got it passed in the House. We're waiting. We have a president waiting to sign it. But it's in the Senate where they're filibustering. We have only 53 seats in the Senate. We need 60. We have, I think, 54. John Fetterman voted with us, which means Republicans need to be working their tails off right now, as in like right now, to get those 7 votes to get us over the margin to reopen the government. People are going to lose their SNAP benefits. People are going to, government employees are not going to get paid. They talk about, it's only the non-essentials. Well, who are the non-essentials? And why do we have so many of them? They want to shove in the spending. They want to continue spending. I don't know. What are we spending it on? Freaking gay Sesame Street in Venezuela. Diversity, equity, inclusion in Ecuador. That's what they want to spend your money on. That's why they're, acting all crazy over this. Why they're shutting down the government for this BS. But again, like I said, keep your eyes on the right as well. Some of those Republicans seem way too eager to bend the knee to Democratic wishes. And one of my major criticisms of the Republican Party is that it's not conservative enough. One of my major issues with the Republican Party today is that it acts as if we're in a socialist republic where they're kind of the controlled opposition to create the illusion of democracy, to create the illusion of an elected government. That's kind of how the Republican Party acts like. It's how they acted before Trump came on the scene. Most certainly, that's how they acted before Trump came on the scene. And so I would keep my eye on the Republican Party, too, on the right, who seem so eager to just go ahead and bend over backwards for the Democrats. We should do that. Get us 7 votes. 6 votes. Sorry. 6 votes. I slipped up there. Get us 6 votes. Get us across the finish line. Get the bill on the desk of the president, and let's cut some of the spending. And let's stop being allergic to winning. Because I could never get tired of this winning.